Okay, so in Google Docs, docs.google.com, these are templates. So you go into the templates, and if it doesn't show it first, you're going to click the gallery to find it. Don't go to Miss Public Schools, go to General. Science Lab Report. I have another one that in my YouTube video I talk about where I already kind of set it up more than their basic version. But when you open this, there's another video that kind of already goes over this, but I'll combine it with this lab report evaluation sheet. So it's pre-formatted basically. So you this picture into one that matches your topic. You can make it your name, change it, date, year, all that good stuff. And then when we go down, you're specifically not doing a poster, you're specifically doing a paper. So this one's already formatted. Introduction, hypothesis, materials, procedures, data table. It just has nonsense words in there for the formatting. And you fill in the stuff for your experiment. So this lab report evaluation check sheet, which, let's see, we're using to grade it. Lab report evaluation check sheet from Avid. So I can go into, look, it's like never ending. Schultes. Except they're delayed. Go into procedure. Okay, and they have nonsense words here, but I'm going to replace that with my list of stuff that it says here. To procedure, it says like all materials listed, and it says like with quantity. So I'm just going to write that up there here with number or amount, which is the same thing as quantity. Procedure is repeatable, so someone else could do it. It's numbered. So that's like, I could put a check mark there or something because I already have it in a numbered list. Exact is pretty much the same as repeatable, so I'm going to put that up there as in parentheses. And then it includes a diagram down here. I'm going to put that it includes a diagram, so a little drawing of like my setup. So now, like, I basically don't even need this. All the information I need is just in my Google Doc. You know what I mean? And I'm going to make sure when I go through that I hit all these points. So I can just start right now, all materials listed. If my science fair experiment was fertilizer and how does it affect plants, I'm going to be like procedure, maybe I'm going to something materials, and I'm just going to start filling in whatever I do know. So 10 beans, and then I'm going to be like, oh wait, has to be exact. So I'm going to be like 10 great value brand dry black beans. So that someone else could exactly go get the same thing as me. And then I'm going to be like, Miracle Grow brand potting soil. But it has to have the amounts, and I have that reminder right there. So I'm going to put something like 4 cups or 2 pounds or something, however much I used. And then it's going to be like tap water, or am I using bottled water? Who knows? How much total am I going to put in my beans? It's going to be like 2 liters, etc. 4 pots, whatever, all the materials that you need. Yeah. And then you're going to just double check it against all of these things. Draw yourself a diagram. You can use the tools, in Synergy. Data, this is ready. So this would be, you would just change it to your own information. Results down here. You can start writing this. That's the whole thing, is you can start writing this before your experiment is even done. I could start writing it before I even have a topic. So this tells me that in results, data tables So we already have the data tables, and then it says I should have my graphs there, and it has a summary statement for the graphs. So I'm going to be something like the data table above shows the results of our measurements of blah 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 and blah blah blah. And then we could be like, the graph below represents the increasing growth of, black beans versus pinto beans over time. I actually bet that it's the other way around because pinto beans are cheaper. So I would bet that they grow faster, but it's just making stuff up. And then if this is what I do sometimes when I in college had to write stuff where I was running up into the deadline. So kind of like rewrite everything in the right sentence format and make up random stuff. But I would like highlight or underline things that I knew that I had to go put in my real information once I was done. So it was like once I have my experiment results, then, oh wait, I didn't actually test black beans and pinto beans. It was, black beans with fertilizer versus black beans without. So I'm just going to go to every underlined place and replace it with what I actually tested and what my results actually were. The graph represents this. It shows an upward positive correlation. You might not be able to say that, but a positive relationship between the two things. Analysis. So here's where also conclusion is analysis, same thing. More examples of writing sentences based on this lab report format sheet. The first thing says explains the purpose of the experiment. So my first sentence in my conclusion is going to be like, overall, the purpose of this experiment was successfully met or something. Met. Our results succeeded in testing the hypothesis of whatever, because that would be the purpose, is to test your hypothesis of something I need to go fill in later. And then it says restates hypothesis, boom, that's what's going in the blank. States the finding using data. So then I would be like, in graph 1 above, it shows that X happened more, faster, better, worse, whatever. Words. Rejects or supports hypothesis. So I'm going to put this rejects / supports our hypothesis because, and then I'm going to underline that, and I know I just have to go in and fill it like good, reject, or support. You know what I mean? And that way I can feel like I'm making progress even if I don't have my experiment all the way collected. And where else to say errors in? So it'd be like during our lab, we accidentally, or it was, mistakes. Sometimes I just put stuff in all caps. It was easier than underlining, like stuff I have to go fix later. Mistakes listed here, and then I'll like do a couple. I don't care about that because I'm obviously replacing that, so I'm not going to make it non-Nelly. Mistakes listed her. What else does he say with double R's? M-I, crooked letter. Oh, anyway. That's not, yeah. I wish that wasn't recorded, but now it is. It proposes new experiment. So future research should investigate things based on what we found. And then I just went through all of the things that are going to get me my analysis points. I listed them in there. As long as I fill in the blanks with stuff about my experiment, then I'm good.